Hello and welcome to this week's edition of ELCAT News. I'm your host, Jen Carlos. A reminder to residents that tax bills for the third quarter are due on Friday, February 1st at the collector's office. The office will stay open that evening for payments until 6 p.m. At Tuesday's meeting of the Board of Assessors, Chairman Marty Gretchen noted the decrease in the tax rate this year, which is lower than in FY14.
Tax rate did go down, as we know. And I know someone in Stonehill Road where their taxes went down, so.
Director Diane Bishop said a number of residents continue to question why third quarter tax bills reflect a different amount due from the preliminary tax bills due in September and November. That's because the state does not certify the values nor approve the tax rate until after those preliminary bills have already been mailed.
People still have a very hard time understanding the preliminary tax billing system to the actual.
And first, second, third, fourth quarter, I understand.
Right, and they all want to multiply that third quarter payment times 4 and then tell us how much more their taxes went up.
Yep.
So we do go through the process of explaining how it works, and most people leave and then they say, I'm not going to remember this next year.
At Tuesday's planning board meeting, the new shop in town, A Wandering Spirit on Shaker Road, was approved for a special permit to offer massage therapy.
So you would like to do some massage there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we have the licenses, and it all looks to be in the order. The only question that came to me from someone else, actually, was the consistency of the massage facility with serving alcohol.
Yep.
Because apparently you don't supposed to drink alcohol after you do a massage.
You don't, nor before nor after.
Okay.
So that was a strict thing that we are abiding by because it's a health hazard.
Okay. So you're going to enforce that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because that's a case for suing.
Okay.
Oh, that was my question about the alcohol and the massage.
It was brought to my attention.
Yeah.
Well, the blood vessels dilate. That's why you don't want to drink,
Yeah.
because it flushes the alcohol through your system.
Okay. I have a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Do you have a motion to approve the special permit for Wandering Spirit?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You're good to go.
The Board of Public Works met on Wednesday. Superintendent Bruce Fenney submitted the preliminary FY20 operating budget for the department for review by the
So
board.
next item on the agenda is review the proposed fiscal year 20 operational budget.
Thank you, Tom. So what I'm going to do is go down through each division, kind of give you a snapshot on what has changed compared to last year, and at the end of each division, I'll ask the board if they have any questions or concerns that need some kind of explanation.
Included with the budget proposal is a newly created Stormwater Enterprise Fund to manage new requirements from the Department of Environmental Protection to test and protect stormwater.
But this is our stormwater fund. This is a new fund that we'll be looking for with the town council and everybody else, and you guys are well aware of what's required.
Since stormwater flows directly to streams and rivers, it is the #1 source of pollution in those bodies of water.
What's the primary contamination that's getting into these things?
It's a lot of oil and stuff
Restaurants.
like that. It could be anything, Bill, depending on
Vehicles.
where it is.
Yeah.
You know, the problem is we have
Are you doing storm drains and runoff areas
everywhere.
everywhere?
So
So
we're supposed to
anywhere
clean
I have a
every
large
catch
parking-
basin in our town within 3 years. Every single catch basin must be cleaned and
So-
inspected.
So the real drain offs is going to be the large parking lots, whether they're industrial park area with runoffs or,
Sure.
or the commercial district area with runoffs.
Sure.
They're going to contribute probably quite a bit to the future expense here.
Sure. It not only this, so like you said, this is all new for everybody. It's talking about education. Part of our requirements is coming down to education and educating the public on what they are and where they go. I know we have in one area in town where we're finding that residents are throwing their poop bags for their dogs in. They didn't know. They thought it was the sewer system. They didn't know. So part of our MS4 requirements, public education, outreach, educating the public on what the stormwater system is and what it does.
Residents are reminded not to dump or discharge anything into storm drains, as the expense of achieving and maintaining a clean stormwater system have now been imposed on local communities by the DEP. A related issue is the discharge of runoff water into the sanitary sewer system. The DPW has identified over 200 instances in town of runoff or sump pump connections to sewers for which the town pays through resident sewer fees to have treated at Bondi's Island.
This is part of that process as far as eliminating stuff out of our system that we're paying for. And there's no need for paying for this, for clean water getting into our sewer system. This should be discharged into your property or some way, shape, or form away from your home and infiltrating through grass or along those lines back into the ground.
Back in 2012, during an I&I study, it was found that this design peak flow put as much as 888,000 gallons a day into our sewer system at a cost of $101,000 added to our sewer bill per year. That was 2012. And that was just from these sources that they found. You could quadruple this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I'm not sure if you just put out the requirement of, okay, you gotta disconnect the sump pumps from draining into the storm. How far further do you go as far as suggestions of mitigating the issue with the homeowners?
I think a lot of it's gonna be education, like
Yes.
you've been saying that.
Like you said, not only this, we have, like you said, the stormwater. Then we have, like you said, the clear water disconnect that impacts our sewer system. But they all kind of intermix, I guess you could say, when it comes to a lot of these things. This is all in our stormwater regulations already.
It is.
It's just never been enforced.
Okay.
So our plan is to get these letters out there. And I gotta say,
It's going to the entire town or just to the offenders?
just to the offenders,
Okay.
but obviously we're gonna post that on our website, we're gonna do educational outreach, I'm gonna reach out to ELCAT, put it on their message board, just so, to expose everybody to it and make everybody aware that this is coming and to do your best to help
Most
the
of these
town.
people don't even realize it.
And they
Right.
don't, they don't.
No idea.
Just like the stormwater stuff, people don't realize stormwater is not the same thing as
That's why we
sewer.
bought the house that way, you know?
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Finally, a reminder that the DPW will pick up all Christmas trees that are left at the corner of a main and side street until January 30th. You can contact the DPW with any questions at 413-525-5400, extension 1200. The Health Department has announced that East Longmeadow has been awarded a mattress recycling grant. More than 50,000 mattresses are thrown away every day in the United States and can take up to 90 years to decompose. About 85% of a mattress can be recycled, with the coils melted down as scrap metal and the foam used for padding. Currently, mattresses accepted at the transfer station on Summers Road are disposed of with other bulk items at a significant cost to the town. Once the mattress recycling program begins, they will be taken out of the waste stream with a resulting savings in expense. The Health Department also reports that the Pink Bag Fabric Recycling Program has already collected over 7,700 pounds of recyclable clothing, shoes, and fabric for the month of December. That translates into over $300 in combined savings from revenue and reduced landfill costs, and the diversion of nearly 4 tons of recyclable material from the landfill itself. On Wednesday, the East Longmeadow Veterans Memorial Committee hosted a celebrity bartender fundraiser at Mario's Cafe Ambiance. The bar was packed with patrons for the event, and the group raised over $2,200 for the event. On display was the architect's rendering of the proposed memorial, which will be built in front of the Pleasant View Senior Center on North Main Street. A new phone scam targeting seniors has become prevalent in town. The hybrid scam is being called spear phishing, and it targets seniors with robocalls claiming to be from doctors, hospitals, or Social Security. Scammers may make it look like they're from a legitimate company or use caller ID spoofing to trick victims into thinking that the call is from someone local. Don't assume your caller ID is proof of whom you're speaking with, as scammers can make it look like they're calling from a company or number you trust. 2019 dog licenses are now available at the town clerk's office in the town hall. All current dog licenses expire on March 31st, 2019. A $25 late fee will be applied if your dog is licensed after March 31st, 2019, in addition to the license fee. The East Longmeadow Fire Department officially started issuing permits for open burning on Tuesday. They will be available until Monday, May 1st, and can be purchased at the fire department by check only for $5. Here's what's happening at the library this upcoming week. On Tuesday, January 22nd, from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. is Fick or Flick. For grades 5 and up, you decide. Read it, watch it, or both. Please register in advance. This week's book or film to enjoy is Bridge to Terabithia. On Thursday, January 24th from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. is Move With Me. Join for a guided movement class for toddlers and their caregivers. Please register in advance for this session. And don't forget to register for the library's winter storytime programs. The storytime session runs from the week of January 7th through February 15th. Contact the Children's Department at 413-525-5400, extension 1515. Earlier this month, the East Longmeadow High School Art Department mounted its annual Winter Art Show, displaying the work of students in all the visual art classes offered by the department. Here are some highlights from the opening on January 10th.
iPhone. Yeah. You have the phone? Yeah. Open up your camera. Yes. Look it out.
Oh, I know, but the little one is so nice, Suzanne.
No one comes to my events.
I do too. I like the company home. Thanks for coming.
That's it for this week's edition of ELCAT News. I'm Jen Carlos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.